Young Adult Coordinator with Richmond Public Library, and I'm back this week to host another episode of Full Steam Ahead. This week we're going to be making some string art, and you've probably seen some string art before. I have an example here. Usually people do it with a block of wood, some nails, hammer, and some string. But maybe you don't have those things at home. Today I'm going to teach you how to do it with some supplies you can find around your house. Stay tuned. All right, so as I mentioned, you'll be able to make this piece of artwork with things that are just laying around your house. If you don't have any board to make the traditional string art, you can substitute with cardboard instead. You probably have a lot of boxes laying around after the holidays. Just cut them up into equal size squares, rectangles, circles, whatever shape you want your art to be. I have about 6 or 8 here that I've just stacked up. Then to cover it, you can use a variety of different things. You could use felt. You could use some scrap material that you have laying around. You could even use wrapping paper to cover your art. For the string, again, anything goes. You could use yarn. This is usually better for your larger pieces. You can use embroidery thread or sewing string or twine, anything that you can find laying around the house. You can use traditional nails to hold the thread in place if you have those. If you don't, you could use some sewing pins, maybe even some toothpicks. Just look and see what you have around that will stick into your cardboard. You'll also need some type of adhesive. I have a hot glue gun here, but you could use tacky glue or other types of glue, maybe even some tape if you wanted. And the last thing you're going to need is your pattern. I've chosen to do some snowflake patterns for the winter. You can go as big as you'd like and as detailed as you like, or as small and simple. Whatever you feel will fit your artwork the best. And that's all you need. All right, to begin putting our piece together, we're first going to glue all of our cardboard cutouts into one pile. I've gone ahead and done this with a hot glue gun. Doesn't have to be perfect, you're gonna be covering it up, but just so they're in all one piece. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your covering. I've chosen my piece of scrap material, and you're gonna cover your block of cardboard. Just gonna use my hot glue gun here to adhere my fabric to the top and then to the sides. Because this is a piece of artwork, it's probably going to be hanging or sitting somewhere, so you don't have to worry too much about what the back looks like. You just want the front and the sides to look nice. Once you've covered your cardboard, the next thing you're going to do is select your pattern. I've selected a small snowflake. Then you're going to center it on your cardboard piece. I like to start in the middle, that way I know that it sort of stays in the center. And you're going to insert your nails into the cardboard. The thicker your cardboard is, the more heavy duty your punching piece will need to be. In this case, I did have to use nails rather than sewing pins or anything else, just because I wanted to be able to get through all of my pieces of cardboard. If for some reason you wanted to make a thinner piece, that would be totally fine too. You would just be able to use some different items to punch your holes. Once you've got all your nails in to your liking, I've actually chosen to make this one a little less detailed than the pattern calls for, which is totally fine. You're going to want to check to make sure they're all about the same height. This will just make it easier on you when you start to make your pattern. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to rip off the template that you were using. The nails are in there pretty good, so you don't have to worry too much about pulling them out. Now you'll just be left with your nails. Once you get to this point, it's time to start stringing. I have here some embroidery thread. You're just going to find the end of it and tie it to one of your nails. Again, I like to start in the middle And go ahead and give it a double knot just to make sure it stays really well. Then you're going to cut off the tail and just start stringing. So you're going to string back and forth around your pattern like this. So you'll go to one nail out from your middle and then crisscross and go back over your middle again. Crisscross and go one nail out, crisscross and go one nail back. Crisscross, and then maybe you decide to go up again another nail and crisscross and back. It's really up to you. This can be pretty free form as long as you get to see what the pattern looks like. And you just keep doing that until your snowflake is complete. Once you've finished wrapping your snowflake, you'll just tie it off in the middle. I've done a fairly thin line here. You can make these as thick and go over it as many times as you want. Here with this heart, I've done it in several different colors, so you're welcome to do that too. You can kind of be as creative as you'd like. But this is a great gift idea, or you can hang it up in your house or set it somewhere around your house to make your home feel a little more wintry, and it's a pretty easy project, so I hope you enjoy.